Hi, I'm Sarah at seraflows.com. In this video, we'll be doing a beginner's full body Vinyasa flow. Let's get started. In a comfortable seated position, close your eyes and just center your breath. Inhaling through your nose and out through your nose. Taking the time to be in the present moment, the right here and right now. Dropping our chin into our chest, rolling your neck to the right side, feeling all the pops and cracks that may occur here. Take one more on this side, and when you return back to center, move off to the left side, making space within your neck. Finding stillness here, we'll begin to roll out our wrist. We use our wrist a lot within yoga, as well as our everyday life. Making space within our wrist as well. Coming back to center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward, having your hands come down onto your mat and letting your fingertips walk out. Going as low as you want. It's okay if your head doesn't touch your mat. Reaching for the top, wherever that may be. Inhale, walking in our hands. Exhale here. Inhale, reaching up. Right hand's coming back behind you, and that left hand's coming to your right knee as you look over your shoulder. We're not cranking into our knee. That'll only damage our hips. Gently look over. Inhale back to center. We'll switch the cross of our legs. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Breathing into your lower back. Noticing if there's a difference on this side. Taking one more deep breath here. And inhale, walking your hands back to center again. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. That left hand's coming back behind you this time as your right hand comes to your left knee. Breathing into the twist. Seeing if you could look back a little bit further. Inhale, coming back to center again. Our hands are coming down on our mat as we roll up onto our knees, coming into a tabletop position. Inhale, looking up into our cow. Exhale, rounding our back, tucking our chin into our cat pose. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding our back, tucking our chin. Inhale, looking up, dropping our stomach into our cow. Exhale, rounding our back, tucking our chin. Do two more at your own pace, letting your breath be your guide. Taking it as slow or as fast as you wish. And once you completed your last one, we'll drop it down into our child's pose. Know that this is a resting pose and you could return here anytime during your practice today. Our hands are going to come together as they lay in the back of our neck. Feeling our triceps engage here. And on your last exhale, putting your hands back down onto your mat. Inhale, walking your hands off to your right side, breathing into your left side body. Take one more deep breath. Inhale back to center again. Exhale, walking your hands off to the left side as your hands stack on top of each other. Breathing into the right side body this time. Inhale, back to center again. Taking a deep breath here and just rolling up on to our knees again. Coming into our tabletop position. Our right hand's reaching out as our left foot's reaching back, flexing your foot. Finding balance here as we reach with our right hands. Inhale that right elbow into your left knee. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, crunching in. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, crunching in. And exhale, pushing out. Release everything down onto your mat. Switching sides so that left hand's coming out in front of you, that right foot's coming back, flexing your foot. Finding balance here first. Finding length within your spine. Inhale, crunching in. Exhale, pushing out. Inhale, crunching in. And exhale, pushing out. Inhale, crunching in one more time and exhale out. Putting everything back down onto your mat. Inhaling up that right hand, opening up your chest as you reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale back down. Inhaling up that left hand this time as you open up your chest on this side. Exhale back down. Coming into tabletop again. Walk in our hands to meet our knees, coming up onto your knees here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming into cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back to cactus. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, back to cactus. Inhale, reaching up one more time. Adding in a little baby back bend. And exhale, back to cactus. Inhaling up. Exhale, opening up to the right side of the room. Reaching back with your right hand. Inhale, coming back up to center again. Exhale, opening up to the left side of the room. Opening up your chest here. And inhale, up back to center. Exhale, putting your hands back down onto your mat. Flipping our toes under, we'll come into our first down dog of today. You could bend your knees. This is a great place to start. If not, you can go into your down dog this way. Inhale, looking up at your hands. Exhale, walking up to meet them. Inhale, coming into a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bringing your hands down into your heart. We'll begin our sun salutation A's. Coming into a standing position in the front of your mat, feeling your feet grounded in our mountain pose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming into a flat back. Exhale, putting our hands down, letting our feet walk out, coming into a high plank, low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhale into down dog. Staying here for 5 deep breaths. We're pulling away from our mat. Our shoulders drop down from our ears. Heels are dropping down as low as they can to the mat. It's okay if they don't touch. Engaging your core. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, looking up at your hands. Exhale, walking up to meet them. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, putting our hands down to our mat, letting our feet walk out. High plank, low plank. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Two more. Inhale, looking up at your hands. Exhale, walking up to meet them. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up, One more sun A. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming into a flat back. Exhale, putting your hands down, lower down into your chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog and staying here for 5 deep breaths. Checking in with your alignment here. Are you pulling away from your mat? Dropping our heels down. Stay here for one more deep breath. Inhale, looking up at our hands. Exhale, walking up to meet them. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up, coming into a standing position. We'll begin our sun salutation bees. So coming into our chair pose, feet are together, making sure that our butt isn't sticking out too much. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, take it down to your mat, coming into your chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Checking in with your alignment here. One more deep breath. Inhale, reaching that right foot up. Exhale, feeding it through to meet your hands, coming up into your high lunge. It's okay to drop down onto your knee. Inhale, lifting up your hands, or you could stay on the back of your left foot. Coming into a warrior two, left foot is parallel to our mat. Gaze is over that middle finger. Inhale, flipping over that hand and falling back into your reverse warrior. Right hand is up. On your next exhale, cartwheeling your hands down towards your mat, taking a vinyasa or meet in down dog. Inhale, lifting up that left foot. Exhale, feeding it through to meet your hands. Once again, having the choice to drop down onto your knee. If not, you can stay on the back of that right foot. Adjusting your foot parallel to your mat and coming out into your warrior two. Making sure that your knee isn't going over your toes. Flipping over that hand and falling back into your reverse warrior on the other side. On your next exhale, cartwheeling your hands down towards your mat, taking that vinyasa or meeting in down dog. Taking one more deep breath here. Inhale, looking up at your hands. Exhale, walking or jumping up to meet them. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart. Sitting back into our chairs again. We'll put our hands together this time as our left elbow meets our right knee, coming into a chair twist. Gaze is up at your shoulder or towards the ceiling. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, that right elbow is meeting your left knee as you twist off to the other side. Inhale, coming back up. Adding in a little baby back bend and putting your hands by your side. Go ahead and roll out your shoulders here. Let's do a balancing pose. We'll do tree pose, which is one of my favorites. So start by kickstanding up your right foot first, finding your dristis to the point that doesn't move, putting our hands together. You can move it up onto your calf, or you could take it up onto your thigh. And feel free to play with your hands as well. So once again, focusing on a point that doesn't move. Inhale, reaching up and growing our branches. Exhale everything back down. Go ahead and shake out your feet. We'll do our tree pose on the other side. Kickstanding up that left foot this time. You can stay here, or you can bring it up to your calf, or on your thigh. It should never be on top of your knee. Finding balance here, breathing into it. And when you're ready, inhale up, growing our branches. Exhale everything back down. Give it a good shake here. We'll come into the front of our mat, taking our feet hip distance apart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Having the choice to move side by side here, you can grab onto your elbows and just sway back and forth as we massage out our lower back. Taking our peace fingers, we'll stick them in between our big toes as we point out our elbows, coming into a gorilla pose. Inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale, coming up one vertebra at a time. Take it nice and slow. The head should be the last to rise. Rolling out our shoulders if you wish. And when you're ready, opening up wide on our mat. Inhale. And exhale, coming halfway. Inhale here. And exhale completely as your hands come down onto your mat. You may notice that you might be able to walk out your feet a little bit more. If you can do so. And just fold a little more deeper into this pose. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, coming halfway. And exhale, you can go ahead and walk in your feet a little bit, coming back up onto our hips. Slowly coming back up into a standing position. Walking our feet in back together again. Coming into the front of our mat. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, putting our hands down, letting our feet walk out. Coming down into our chaturanga. Inhaling up dog and exhaling down dog. Breathing here. Inhaling up that right foot. Exhale, feeding it through to meet our hands. Our left foot is going to come into a 45 degrees angle as we come up into our warrior one. And just be mindful of where your feet are. Depending on your height will be how wide your stance is. Your hips are facing towards the front of your mat. On your next exhale, we'll come into our warrior two. Right elbows meeting our right knee as our left hand's coming up into our extended side angle pose. Exhale, coming back into your warrior two. Taking it down onto your mat. Go ahead and do that Vinyasa, or we can meet in down dog. Inhaling up that left foot this time, and exhale, feeding it through, coming up into your warrior one on the other side. Once again, being mindful of your stance here, and just making sure that your knee isn't going over your toes. Stepping your right foot back and coming into your warrior two. That left elbow is meeting your left knee as your right hand's coming up into your extended side angle on the other side. Coming back into your warrior two, taking a deep breath here. And exhale, cartwheeling our hands down towards our mat, taking that full vinyasa or meeting in down dog. Dropping down onto our knees, bringing each knee on each side of your mat, and then falling into a wide-legged child's pose. Inhaling here, And exhale through your mouth, relieving any heat that you might have built up during your practice. One more deep breath here. Inhale, walking your hands and knees back together, coming into a tabletop. And when you're ready, coming into our down dog again. Inhale, lifting up that right foot. Exhale, feeding it through to meet the left side of our mat. We'll fall down into our pigeon pose. Just make sure that your hips are squared off. You're not dumping to one side or the other. Having the choice to stay here or to come down onto your forearms, making a pillow with your hands. And just breathe into your hips here. We hold a lot of emotion and stress within our hips, so this is a great pose just to relieve all of that and let go. Taking 4 more deep breaths at your own pace. On your next inhale, slowly coming back up again. And when you're ready, getting into your down dog, noticing a difference within your hips. Inhaling up that left foot, exhale, feeding it through to meet the right side of your mat and falling down into your pigeon on the other side. Checking in with your hips, making sure that you're aligned and you're not dumping to one side or the other. Taking whatever variation is best for you. I realize that this pose may be challenging for many people. Towards the end of this video, I will be showing another way that you can do this by laying on your back. I've had many students do this in my class, so don't feel weird about doing it. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, coming back up again. Coming into our down dog. Taking 2 deep breaths in down dog. When you're ready, dropping down onto your knees and taking a seat onto your mat, having your feet come out in front of you. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. You could have a bend to your knee. We're reaching for our feet, our ankles, or underneath of our calves. Inhale, coming back up to center again. We'll take the soles of our feet, coming into a butterfly pose. Or you could let your feet out a little bit more in front of you if you have tight hips. Sitting up nice and tall. You could also move your knees and flap them like the wings of a butterfly. Pushing your feet back out again, doing a little shake, and we'll do some boat pose. So coming back on your sit bones, we'll take our hands underneath of our knees and lean into it. You could stay here, or you could let go of your hands and straighten out your feet, using your core to pull you up. Exhale back down, giving yourself a hug. Our hands are by our side as our knees are moving side by side just like a windshield wiper. Finding stillness again. We'll lean back onto our mats on our backs and begin our supine poses. Bringing our knees into our chest, giving yourself a hug. Having the choice to also roll out your knees to massage out your lower back. Taking the backs of our knees or the insides of our feet, coming into your happy baby pose. Feeling your back pressed up against your mat on the floor. Taking one more deep breath here. And when you're ready, slowly putting everything back down onto your mat. Your feet are coming down. We'll do some reclined pigeon pose. Taking your right ankle to your left knee. Interlacing your hands underneath of your left knee. You could stay here, or you could lift up your left foot. This is the pose that I said before. If you are uncomfortable in your pigeon pose, taking 2 more deep breaths here. Exhale everything back down. We'll switch sides so that left ankle's coming to your right knee. Hands are going to come up and under that right knee, having the choice to stay here or to lift up that right foot. Breathing into your hips. Also having that choice to roll out your ankle. Releasing everything back down onto your mat. We'll take each foot on each side of your mat. Your hands are going to come out into a T. As your knees drop to the right side, your gaze is off to your left. Inhaling through your nose and out through your nose. Two more deep breaths. Inhale, coming back up to center again. As your knees drop to the left side, your gaze is off to your right. If you want to deepen the stretch, you could also bring that left foot onto your right knee. Do whatever's comfortable for you. This is your practice. Slowly coming back up out of it. Doing a little windshield wiper here. Doing any final movements that are calling to you. When you're ready, lifting up your feet up high towards the ceiling, flexing and pointing your feet. On your next exhale, as slow as you can, lower your feet onto your mat. Getting into a comfortable Savasana position. We won't stay here for too long. Roll up onto your right side, coming into fetal position. That left hand lifting you up, getting into a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and also check out my other videos. Follow me on Instagram or other social media as well. Namaste.